Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name's Joel, and if you have, you're probably wondering what in the heck I've been doing because I haven't posted anything for a while. Well, there's two reasons for that. One, I'm very busy and I got a lot going on. Kids, sports, projects, you know how life is. And two, I have recorded some footage, but it's not necessarily related to the content of my channel, which is kind of Allis-Chalmers and farm items that aren't real common. So between that and, you know, not having the desire to post videos all the time simply for profit or to make money, then you know, that's why I haven't done anything. But I did want to show you a little bit of what I've been working on. Last December, I may have mentioned this before, last December we had a large storm come through and I lost my building over here. It's still pretty much a mess. It was an old barn made out of an old hog barn that had been extended and added on, and it really wasn't much, but anyhow, it blew over and we still haven't cleaned up the mess. But here's what I've been working on probably the last couple months. It's a 40 by 60 and there's a 40-foot lean-to on the north end there. I'll take you down there in a second. Buddy and I, well, actually, let me backtrack there. I ordered this as a kit and paid a buddy of mine to help me put this together. So, you know, evenings and Saturday here and there in between all the other stuff that we have and family, it kind of took longer than I wanted, but anyhow, we're finally getting to where we have some usable storage now where I can get some of my projects and my things back inside. Before I take you inside, I'll bring you down here. This is the main entrance here. I went with some windows on this building for light. There's one directly on the other side. My old building was actually open on one side, so unless it was dark, there was light in there, but not the best out in the weather. This is a lean-to here. Put this up for my daughter's horse, Foxy here. That was a present from Grandma, so we had to make some kind of shelter, so we added this on when I was specking out the building. This is my little cart here for my corn stove, and we've got a couple of hay bales in here feeding her. A couple windows here on the north end of the building for cross ventilation in the summertime because it gets pretty hot. And then she's got a little temporary pen out here, and looks like the kids have neglected to feed her, or maybe she ate it already. But anyhow, let me we'll take a quick peek inside here. I don't know if we can see anything. There's a little light there, but let me take you around the other side and then we'll come back. Okay, I'm inside the building here. I'm going to show you around a little bit. This is facing the south here. This is the old building. And swinging around here facing the east, my main walk-in door. I just finished building this loft here for some part storage and stuff that I don't want sitting outside, which some of it is still over there, so I need to get on that. But I do have tractor parts and miscellaneous ATV parts. I kind of have a addiction with Honda ATCs, but I have a big family, so still don't have my mess cleaned up here. But my intention here was to make this loft workbench here and drill press and things along the wall, and then I've got a welding table that I have built that's actually in my garage taking up a bunch of space that I would like to get in here, but I still need to run the electrical. I'm kind of waiting on the electrician for that, but if he doesn't get on it, I'm gonna get started and just take care of it. And then my thought was, well, I do plan on maybe putting some concrete in here, but not necessarily in the budget right now, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But my thought was the way I made this, I don't want to enclose it, but if I wanted to, I could make some kind of curtain that could roll up and down here in the wintertime if I wanted to get out either my corn stove that's currently in my basement, or to just build a little oil burning rocket stove or something, just to take the chill off if I want to work out here in the winter time. Swinging around here. Oh, I'm sorry. This is 12 feet high, 12-foot sidewalls. So it fits my semi truck, which isn't in here. It's over at the farm, getting some work done to it so we can start using it. Another project that I'm working on that hasn't been on the channel, but here is the TL12 wheel loader that I was working on, that I really wanted to get finished to be able to use to build the pad for this building, which is still dirt floor right now. But I just didn't get to it, and I needed to get the pad built, so I ended up using the 6G here. And it worked great. It did its job. I've got an oil leak here I need to fix, so I might show something of that later on. But this is a 1956 Allis-Chalmers HD 6G track loader. Might be hard to see here, but these are all aftermarket teeth that I bought on here. If you've never used one of these, without the teeth, they're pretty much worthless, like any other loader, really. Digging in the ground. In a stockpile, you know, they'll work fine, but not very good for digging holes or anything like that, which is what I needed it to do. It does have the pivot style ripper on the back. This tank is not original. The tank and the ripper came off of my parts 6G, which is over at the farm, that needs to get moved. This is some lumber that's left over partially from the building from other projects that I had around here. I just made a pile and stacked it up out of the way. This is 190 XT with a flat tire. This is a 67. I bought this from a friend of my dad's. They used to farm together. And at one time I was told this was a pulling tractor, but it was used as a loader tractor for a long time, so the transmission needed some work, had to replace gears and overhauled the engine, put a clutch on it. It's has a really nice later style grill. It actually, for this year, it would be the 2-bar grill, but I don't care for it. I really like this one. We just use it for general farm chores and raking hay and things like that. It's not a workhorse. I might plow terraces or something with it every now and then. But here's another view to the north. With this barn being enclosed, I did want some ventilation in here, so I've got these windows and they're under the cover of the lean-to, and we can gaze out at our hay burner here. Yeah, so anyway, here's just an old Let's Burr mill that I grind corn for the chickens. It actually, we use that for my corn stove and the chickens. We kind of all come out of the same container out there. This is a cement mixer I borrowed to pour the posts, and my lawnmower, and a little Allis-Chalmers C here, so nothing special. West window here facing the west for some light, and more lumber and scrap lumber and stuff that just don't have the guts to throw away yet in case I need it. Found this work table on Facebook Marketplace for like $50 or something, and it's 4 feet wide, I don't know, 12, 14 feet long. Can't buy the lumber to build it for what I paid for it, so I figured, what the heck, I'm gonna try to stick it over there in that corner, so we'll see how that goes. This is a 18-foot wide, as I said, 12-foot high door. It's just 2 sliding doors that come together in the center. Only bad thing about that is this deal here, but I can work around it. I need to get, there's a pretty good gap here. We need to bring in some material, and I've got some, need to bring something in here to control the dust and smooth it out. And I've got more work to do here. Build this up so it's not so steep. Probably put in a pipe to let the water come around from the building. More sheet metal that's not picked up. Like I said, this has been an ongoing project, and my kids are in wrestling and I coach wrestling, so constantly busy going to practice and tournaments on the weekends. So right now I don't have a lot of spare time, but anyhow, so there you have it. Here's the new building. Probably going to have some projects in here in the future. I'd like to get back to work on that TL12, get it going, and I don't know. We'll see what else happens. I don't know if I'm going to show any more on this or not. Obviously, I've got some more work to do, but we'll see what happens. See you next time.